Hey guys, thanks for tuning in to Chat with Sherelle. And today's podcast is going to be about self-love. And I want to let you guys know how important it is to love yourself and to just show yourself love. And then also at the end of the podcast, I'm going to share with you guys some of the responses that I received from a self-love challenge that I posted. So first, let's talk about what is self-love. So self-love is just you showing yourself how much you're worth without someone else having to show it to you. What do you feel like you can do for yourself to make yourself feel better or to make yourself feel like you're worth something? And so that's my definition of self-love. But the definition from book perspective, it simply states that it's regarding your own well-being and happiness. So think about that and think about what is self-love to you. What does it mean to you? And then think about how do you show yourself self-love. So think about all of that, what it means to you, and how do you show yourself self-love. And then as we go through the podcast, just think to yourself, what are some other ways that you can show yourself love? So as you think about that, think about why is it important to you? Why is loving yourself or showing yourself happiness important to you? And from my own perspective, to show myself love is very important to me because I feel like nobody's going to love me the way that I can love myself. And I want you to use that as your own saying or phrase because that will allow you to do more or do better for yourself. So showing yourself love is important because it allows you to have self-confidence. It allows you to know your self-worth. It brings so much positivity to yourself to where you don't need anybody else to make you happy, or you don't have to have anybody else to make you happy. If you do, that's just a plus for yourself, for your livelihood, for your lifestyle. So now that you know why self-love is so important, think about how often you show yourself love or you do something for yourself. So just in case you didn't watch my challenge video, I challenged everyone to do something for themselves over the weekend. And think about how often you do something for yourself. Not with your family, not with your friends, not with your kids, but for yourself, by yourself. And if you only do something for yourself once a month or less, then maybe you need to take a step back and just focus on yourself. Do something that makes you happy. So I encourage everyone to at least do something for yourself at least once a week. And I know sometimes you may feel like doing something for yourself is spending money. And if that's the case, just do something every time you get paid. Whether for my ladies is getting your nails done or getting your feet done. And then for my guys, it may be going shopping, going to buy a shirt for yourself or something. It could be something small or it could be something big to where you take your own trip by yourself and just relax. And don't get discouraged because you have to spend money to make yourself happy. Most of the time, that's the result of most people just to make themselves happy. You want to go and buy yourself something or treat yourself to something. But we're all grown, so you know your budget better than I do. So just take your time and find something to do for yourself. If you want to just lay in the bed and sleep all day, if you feel like you need to relax and that's how you want to relax, then hey, do it because you're still taking time out for yourself, because that could be a mental release or it could be a physical release because you're relaxing your mind and your body. And earlier I mentioned a little bit about self-worth, and I just want to touch on that because that is also important because that plays a part in also self-confidence, just like self-love. So I know a lot of times people lack self-confidence because maybe someone else have told them that they're not worth anything, or someone continuously try to say things to bring somebody down. But you know your worth. You know your worth more than anybody. No matter what somebody else tells you, you know your worth. And no matter how old or how young you are, we all may have experienced when somebody have tried to down us or downgrade what we're worth. And so recently, my personal practice that I've started doing is I keep sticky notes with me everywhere I go. No matter where I am, in my bag, there's sticky notes. And my room is filled with sticky notes. And so what I've started doing is I've started every sticky note sentence by saying despite this or despite that. So if you guys are following me a little bit on social media, my recent despite phrase was, despite what you think of me, I am a strong, educated black woman. So that's actually on one of my sticky notes. And I use that to encourage myself that I have worth, that I am worth something. No matter what anybody else have told me in my whole entire life, or what someone else may tell me in the future, I know my self-worth. So I want you guys to think about yourself and think about your self-worth. Think about how much you're worth and how much you mean to yourself. Because I am here to tell you not to allow other people to determine your self-worth, because I'm sure you're worth more than what they say. Because if you've been through anything in your life, you probably have had people to tell you that you're ugly or you won't make it doing something. That's a portion of someone trying to bring you down or trying to tell you that you're not worth something. But don't let that discourage you. When you learn or know your self-worth, self-love is going to come automatically, because it's going to be so easy for you to find something to do for yourself or by yourself that makes you happy when you know your self-worth. A lot of times when we let other people bring us down, then we step away from showing love to ourselves. We want to try to make that other person happy, or we may even try to prove to them what they're saying is wrong, but that can also cause us to not show our self-love. Because now you're so determined to prove to them that you're not what they say you are, you stop focusing on yourself. You become tunnel vision to the fact that you're trying to prove to them that that's false. But while you're proving that to them, show love to yourself. Do something for yourself, because a hater will always hate if you're doing better than them. Remember that. So now I want to get into some of the results that I received from the challenge that I posted on Friday. And I just want to thank everyone for allowing me to be a part of your self-love and actually doing the challenge. So for the results, I'm only going to say first names, and some I'm going to put anonymous, and then I'll share with you guys what I did for my self-love challenge. So Keisha responded for the self-love challenge. She actually went and got her feet done. She did a dinner date by herself, and she went shopping. And she explained that she did all of this because she feel like she have been neglecting herself. So that's good to hear, because I know a lot of times people feel like they do so much for other people that they rarely have time for themselves. And it's very important to take time out for yourself, because you could become so overwhelmed trying to help other people and you forget about yourself. So thank you, Keisha, for your response. And then I also got a response from Tabitha. So Tabitha shared with me that she rarely sleeps in and she rarely just takes a day to stay at home. So for the challenge, she actually was just being lazy all weekend, and she actually slept in and she relaxed. So I know earlier I mentioned that it's important to relax because that can help mentally and physically for yourself. I also received a response from Christy, and she shared with me that she takes a lot of time playing with her kids or being with her kids, that she really don't have time for herself. But this weekend, she actually made time for herself to relax and just focus on herself. And then Brianna shared that over the weekend, she did some shopping. She watched a movie by herself. She slept in late. She went and got her nails and her eyebrows did. And she went out to eat. So some people may feel like that's small, but when you don't take time out for yourself, that can be major. Because everybody has life going on. So nobody has just time to really focus on themselves every day. Whether it's because of work or family, friends, no matter what's going on in your life, it's hard. And if I go out to eat by myself, I'm like so ecstatic. Like I'm super happy because it's peaceful and I don't really have to worry about anything else. And I also had someone to share with me that a part of the challenge for them was they decided that they were going to leave their significant other and file for a divorce. People may be thinking, oh my God. But if you're unhappy in a situation and someone is not showing you love or showing that they care about you, sometimes you have to take a step back and figure out what's best for you. And if filing for a divorce or leaving is what's best for you, then do it. Because you have to take care of yourself. Don't grow old thinking, what am I doing? And just staying in that situation. But get yourself out of that situation and focus on yourself. And then lastly, me. So for the self-love challenge for myself, I actually went and got my hair done, I got my nails done, I got my feet done, and I took time out for myself. I know a lot of times I focus on other things that I shouldn't be focusing on, but I do because it's life. But over the weekend, I actually had some me time, and it actually helped me rejuvenate. It helped me get myself together, and I actually started off Monday on a good note. I was very high-spirited, and I was very comfortable with myself when Monday came because I was so refreshed. So for all my listeners, I still want you to do something for yourself. I challenge each and every one of you guys to do something for yourself. Hopefully multiple times a month. But if it's once a month, then that's fine. But do something for yourself. Every chance that you get, do something for yourself. And then I didn't get any results from guys. So my guys, I need y'all to do something for yourself. This is not just for females, because I know guys can sometimes focus on only their family and providing for their family, but focus on yourself too, because it's very important. So again, I want to thank you guys for participating. I want to thank you for listening, and I hope you guys took something away from it, and be sure to tune in to my next podcast. Thanks, guys.